everyone, welcome back to another video. Now through the week I normally try and think of things to record, and then on the weekend when I have some free time I go ahead and record them and then edit them. But this week is a little bit different because my mind was completely blank. However, yesterday I was sitting there and I thought, is the Golf R the best all-rounder that you can get for your money? Now a good all-round car obviously means how good it looks, how practical it is, how it performs, and obviously the cost. Now I think the Golf R fits this absolutely perfect. So I'm going to start with the looks, so let's jump outside and take a walk around the car. Now one of the big things about a good all-rounder is the way it looks. Now as a standard Golf R, I think these look a bit plain. I do think they should have stood out more from the Golf GTI and the Golf GTD. But I'm not complaining because with a couple of modifications you can really make this car look good, and it can stand out and give you much more road presence, and it can also give it a lot more shape. I think the Optima spoiler should have come as standard. It should have come with a more angry diffuser. It should have come with more aggressive side skirts and a bigger front splitter. Now as you can see, if you're new to the channel, I've already done these. You can get these from Maxton Design. Let's open the boot and show you guys the space it has. Now yes, the MK7 does have a smaller boot than a Golf GTI, and this is because this has a Haldex all-wheel drive system. Of course you already know, but with the GTIs it does have a boot that goes deeper down. But because the Haldex all-wheel drive system is in the way, it only goes to there. But I suppose I would 100% sacrifice a bit of boot space for all-wheel drive. Now yes, you can get them in a 3-door or a 4-door. Now I went for a 4-door, and the reason is because when you modify a 4-door, in my opinion, it looks like if more have been done to it. So it gives it more shape. It doesn't look as stubby. And it's got loads of room in the back. You've got plenty of headroom, loads of knee room, and yes, you can fold the seats flat, so that's another bonus, which that makes it really practical. Now a lot of people would prefer to go for something like a Focus RS because it's got much more aggression, but some people like how under the radar the Golf R looks, which in some cases is a really good thing, and it does keep it smart and classy. Well, that's what I think anyways. Now if we go inside, first thing you'll notice is the interior quality. I think it's really good. You really can't go wrong, and things like Honda Civic Type R and the Focus RS are all really plasticky. They're really hard to touch, and really is something you want to take on a mountain run. But as far as daily driving goes and a good all-rounder, you really can't go wrong with the interior quality of a Golf R. But if you did want better interior quality, you're going to be looking at something like an S3. Golf R should have come with wing backs, not just these sort of sport seats. They do hug you, but I think they should have give you some sort of optional extra for the wing backs like the Mark6 are. And the most important thing is under the bonnet. Which obviously you all know, the MK7 has a 2-litre TSI engine, which from factory is, we'll call it 300 brake horsepower and 380 newton meters of torque. But the best thing about this engine is really capable. Pretty much all of you guys already know how the Golf R looks and how the rivals of the Golf R look. Now when I'm looking for a nice interior, I want nice materials. I want soft attached door cards, nice gloss black dashboard, but I would prefer carbon fibre, and just overall a nice place to be. And obviously you've got to have black headlining. That is a must. I can't buy a car without black headlining. That is a must for me. But I just want a nice interior to spend most of my time in, and I just want it to be a nice place to be. The Audi S3 does have a better interior. Some people will argue with that. You know, you're paying for Audi's quality. BMW M4. coincidence of that BMW passing. The other day I was driving a 140i, I think that's what it's called. And obviously the first thing I looked at was the way it looked. And it looks too plain, if I'm honest with you. I really think BMW shouldn't make hatchbacks. I don't think it suits BMW personally. I think the bonnet is too long. It's not like a hatchback shape. It's just, do you know what it looks like? It looks like a hearse. I shouldn't say it because I will sort of upset a lot of BMW people. I am sorry. Just personal opinion, the BMW 1 Series hatchbacks look like hearses. And I don't want that. And as I jumped into this BMW, I was met with these red leather seats, which I think were out of some 1 Series diesel because they weren't hugging and they just looked flat. Then I went on to the dashboard, and yes, it is smart, the materials are good in the BMW, but the dials look like if they're from an E36. And they just haven't changed at all. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't gone for a BMW. But I do like things like the M4 and the M3. I'm just not fussy on the whole hatchback BMW. And I like an M2. But what I did like about that BMW was the sound, and they do sound really nice. They sound so smooth. That's one good thing about them. So 135 or the 140, obviously the 140 is more expensive than the 135i, so that's out the window with the price. The 135, same as the 140, don't look the best. Obviously you can make them look good, but they still got that ugly shape. I'm gonna get my belt on, start the car up, and let's just go for a drive. So before I pull off, let's have a quick recap. The exterior, the Focus RS is nice and aggressive, the Type R is nice and aggressive, the Cupra R is smart, the Golf GTI is, I like that, it is a nice car. The BMWs, I'm not a fan of. The Audi S3s do look good, but the pre-facelifts do look a little too A3, but the facelifts look really smart. I do like those. For the interior wise, the Focus RS, the Honda Civic Type R, I'm not even going to start getting into Renault Meganes and things, but they're all pretty much plasticky. The BMW is really good quality on the interior. The A45s look good, the interiors are really nice, but then it's the cost that lets that down, and some people say they really do understeer. I can't really comment on space because I haven't been in them all. The Golf R does have a 2-litre TSI engine. TSI engine is really capable. Call it 300 brake horsepower from factory. Some people say 296, some people say 298, and some people say 300. So I'm going to call it 300. All these other cars on this list really do perform, but the one thing that lets every other car down is the cost. Now let's talk about the Cupra R and the Golf GTI. Now the reason why I didn't go for one was because they front wheel drive, and for a little more extra cost you can get yourself a Golf R. This is left with 135i, the Golf R, the Focus RS and the Honda Civic Type R, the A45 and the Audi S3 pretty much. Far is the less powerful out of them all, but I think the Golf R and the S3 are the more capable ones, purely because of that 2-litre TSI engine. VW have done something right there. It's a cracking engine and you can't go wrong. Now these days you can pick up a Golf R for less than £20,000. You can't pick up an S3 up for less than £20,000. You can get one of the turbocharged Honda Civic Type R's for less than 20, but again, it's front wheel drive. So talking about more for your money, that's out the window, personally. But I'd like to know what you guys think. I want to know your thoughts on what you think is the best all-rounder car for the money. Already know what I'd buy, and that's what I bought, is the Golf R, because £20,000 and you get all this car. But as for looks, practicality, performance and cost, I really don't think you can beat the Golf R. So let me know in the comment section down below. I really do appreciate all of you for watching. I do respect all the love that you guys give the channel, and I can't thank you enough. But thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out R50 Motive over on Instagram for daily content, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for weekly content. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.